Hey everyone, this is part 3 of the Harbor Freight trailer rebuild. In this video, we're going to finish the project. When we left off, I just finished assembling the deck. Now I'm going to turn the whole thing upside down. That should make it easier to drill the holes for the mounting bolts. I'm going to use existing holes in the frame for the mounting bolts. But the new crossbeam that I made doesn't have any bolt holes, so I had to drill some. I put wood blocks underneath when I was drilling through the deck to prevent blowout. I'm also going to trace the holes for the side stakes and cut those out. I had to clean up some of the edges with a file. I did that off camera. I'm going to reuse the bolts that I used to attach the old deck to the frame. They're 5/16 inch carriage bolts. But that's going to change later in the video. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, let's install the suspension. I drilled the mounting holes in the previous video, so now I just need to bolt everything together. Now I'm going to attach the tongue to the frame. With the frame reassembled, I can do the wiring. I did that off camera because I didn't think anyone would want to watch me strip wires and crimp connectors. I think that's about as exciting as watching paint dry. But I did get some sweet heat shrink ASMR. Also, I decided to ground all the lights to the tongue. And the tongue is grounded to the car through the cable, so that completes the circuit. The wheels were getting pretty crusty, so I cleaned them up before installing them. Now it's time to turn the trailer back over. All we have left to do is make the sidewalls and install the fenders. Let's start with the sidewalls. They'll use stakes made from 1x4 lumber and planks made from 1x6 lumber. The planks are 6 feet long, just like the deck. So I got 12-foot long boards and cut them in half. The stakes are 15 inches long. For some reason, they put one of the mounting screws for the running light right where the stake needs to go. So I cut the screw with my Dremel tool. Then I inserted the stakes into the frame and drilled the mounting holes. On the front of the frame, there's nothing underneath to support the stake, so I used a clamp to hold it while I drilled the hole. To attach the stakes to the frame, I used 5/16 inch bolts with a normal washer on one end and a fender washer on the other. The fender washer spreads the load across the wood so the bolt won't try to pull through. Okay, let's install those 1x6 boards. I used deck screws to attach them to the stakes. The procedure is the same for both sides. On the front, I measured 41.5 inches across, so I cut the planks to that size. Then I attached them to the stakes the same way I did on the sides. I also decided to add a couple more stakes to the sides, somewhere in the middle. There aren't any holes in the frame for the stakes to attach to, but that's okay. I can use some brackets to attach them to the deck. Nice! Let's do the other one. That worked really good. Let's use some brackets to reinforce the sidewalls too. Awesome! Now it's time to install the fenders. Since the deck is lowered compared to the wheels, I can't mount the fenders to the frame anymore because they'll hit the wheel. The fenders need to be moved up. So I decided to attach them to the sidewalls. Those extra stakes and reinforcing brackets should help to support the fenders. Okay, the trailer is finished. Almost. Remember what I said earlier about those bolts that attach the deck to the frame? I decided to install D-ring anchors on the trailer. I can use those bolt holes to mount the D-rings. Plus, that will attach the D-rings to the frame so I can strap things to the trailer and it'll be nice and secure. Now the trailer is finished. And yeah, that stuff still needs to go to the dump. Let me go do that before they close.